everyone, this is Elena Ostock, the Visual Arts Manager at the Banana Factory, and this is another workshop in our Stay Creative series, part of the ArtsQuest at Home initiative while we were all stuck in our homes with the pandemic. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about zines. Zine is basically short for magazine, and they're kind of low budget, easy to make copies of magazines. They're super easy to make at home, which is why I picked them. And they're also one of my favorite kinds of artwork to make for myself. I tend to collect some of them, and I brought out some of my favorite ones that I could show you. Zines can be about literally anything at all. Alright, so I'll just show you a few of my favorite zines. This one is a wrestling zine called Let's Hang Out. It's by my friend Amanda Quevedo of Quiet Pages Press. And so zines like this one, she does photography, mostly black and white stuff. So here are just a few sample pictures from that. But by the same token, another of my favorites is a zine that I got, I think in trade, called I Love Soda, Volume 3 by Rebecca B., coming out of New Jersey somewhere. And it's just her ranking different sodas. So your zine can be about literally anything under the sun. It can be collage, it can be text, it can be drawings. And there's a million different ways to make a zine because it's just whatever's easiest. Both of these larger ones I showed you were kind of just pages folded over and then stapled, which you can barely see the staples. But I'm going to show you how to make something that you can do with just a single sheet of paper. It's called a one-sheet book. I've got a couple examples of these too. This one's called Strangers of Suburbia. It's by Erica Salas, and she does drawings of people in suburbia in here. And this is all just made out of one sheet of paper. This one is another one of my favorites. It doesn't have the artist's name on there, so sorry about that, but it says, I was looking for you, but got lost. And this one is kind of poetry and collage, but what's really cool about it is it's actually two zines in one. So if I open it up, we have one zine on this side of the paper and another zine on this side of the paper. So it's great about zines. The reason that they're so easy to produce is the artist who made this, he made two zines out of one sheet of 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. He can go to Staples and run off like 30 copies of this piece of paper and have technically 60 zines. So I'm just going to put this back together, and then I will show you how this all works. So as I said, we're just going to use one piece of paper, and the first thing we'll do is fold this piece of paper in half. I guess this would be considered hamburger style. So I fold it once. And then we have to fold it in half again that way. I'm going to show you a trick that I like to do that makes it easy to get it kind of exact. Hopefully this doesn't make it more complicated. But since I'm trying to fold in half again, I'm actually going to take my edges and fold them into the center. So I fold that one into the center and this one into the center. That way you get somewhat more of an exact fold. When you fold and fold over and over again on itself, the folds kind of get justified a little bit farther off center every time you do that. And then I have one more fold to make. I'm just going to fold this in half, going kind of the opposite direction from every fold we've done so far. Okay, now I'm going to open this all the way back up again, and you're going to see kind of 8 little rectangles there. These are going to be our individual pages, and we have to cut on this line here basically. So what I'm actually going to do to make it easier for myself is I'm gonna fold it so this middle part sticks up, and I'm just gonna cut from the center into that corner right there. So just from the center into the corner. Woo! Hopefully I don't lose my scissors, but alright, I'm going to just cut like that, and if it's not perfect, I mean, not the end of the world. And then I can just kind of fold it out to the side, smooth out my creases on top, and there we have it. I have my zine. And so if this is something that, if you're making this at home and you want to be able to make copies maybe to give to your friends or your family members or whatever, you can just call this a day, because then it's super easy to just unfold it and make copies. If you want this to be a one-of-a-kind book that's a little bit sturdier though, you can actually add a cover to it. So for instance, if you guys did the marbling workshop that we did last time, you could use like a stiffer paper like that to be the cover for your book. if you want to do something like that, what I would honestly just do right off the bat, I'm going to kind of use my glue stick, add some glue along there, and then I'm going to pick 2 pages and just kind of stick it down there so I know it'll be in place, and then I can trim around the edges. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. And it's nice to leave a little bit of a border around it with the cover, just so you know that your pages aren't going to be sticking out. But now I have my completed zine for now. You can use this as a small notebook. You can actually make a zine out of whatever size paper you want. If you have a huge sheet of like easel paper at home, you can make a really big zine, and I encourage you to do that and take pictures and send it to us. But you can do a comic book, you can do poetry, you can just use it as a mini sketchbook. It can be for literally anything you want. At the end of this video, we'll put up a page with some suggestions for how you might be able to tie it into your schoolwork if you're doing this as part of your school assignments. But yeah, that's about it. If you guys do make a zine, please share it with us. We're using the hashtag BF Quarantine Art Club and Quarantine Art Club. If you tag us at @bananafactory_PA with your photograph, you actually have a chance to be featured on our story. And you can find all kinds of other great content, live streaming, concerts, toddler story time, improv, comedy, all kinds of good stuff on our page, ArtsQuest at Home. And thank you. Bye.